Hey y'all, really quickly, I just want to apologize in advance as throughout this video you may or may not hear a bit of extra noise, extra background talking, anything or any voices other than my own. I am not at home currently while I am filming this video, so I chose to just kind of utilize what I had at the moment. This video is a super chill, super lazy vibe, so it is a bed walkthrough and review. So if you must, grab you something to drink, grab you something to snack on, and just kind of vibe out with me, as this video is about 26 or 27 minutes or so long, something like that. I don't really know. But again, I just wanted to apologize in advance if anything is to distract you from exactly what it is that I'm trying to explain or discuss with you in this walkthrough and review. So enjoy the video and stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel, my crystal kings and queens. So today we are going to be doing a Starman Tarot walkthrough and review. This tarot deck in specific is a David Bowie tarot, and I really want to like this deck because, I mean, first and foremost, the imagery is just amazing. It's extremely vibrant, really gorgeous, like colors thrown everywhere, mix and match. Like, it's just everything that I would imagine it to be as far as what a few of the cards that I've seen look like, and as far as what the box looks like in itself. I mean, it's extremely, I don't even know the word, like it's a very labyrinth type of box, like setup, you know what I mean? It is in fact a David Bowie dream. Like, that's just kind of what it is. So I've only come to know David Bowie in The Labyrinth, and then in I guess a few songs that he performed with Queen. So let's go ahead and get into this deck. There are 78 cards in this deck. This is what the side of the box look like. Obviously, this is what the front of the box looks like. And then you have the lightning bolt here. And then the other side, the top of the deck, or the top of the box. And then you have the back of the box, or I'm sorry, the the back of the box right here. And then on to the bottom. So let me see. It doesn't show the pricing on this, but I think I paid about $28 for this deck. And I'm not completely displeased about that. I mean, especially with all that you get for that amount. So let's go ahead and get into actually opening the box. I'm going to shift the camera down. I'm being really lazy today. I don't feel like getting out of bed, so we're doing a bed vlog, a bed review, I suppose, in this card, so, or in this review. I love this pink. This high pink is like everything. Fire neon. Neon pink is everything to me. It used to be my favorite color. It is no longer, as I've adapted other taste, but let's go ahead and get into this. So opening the box, this is what we have. This is, let's be careful with that. All right, so y'all forgive me, I had to readjust myself. Here is the Starman Tarot guidebook. As you can see, super pretty illustrations on the book. The colors, highly vibrant, really cool mix, a really cool mix of colors together. Here is the side of the book, and then you have the back of the book. And then here is the thickness of it. It's not extremely thick, but it's thick enough. It holds all of the descriptions of the depicted illustrations in here. It also explains in minor detail where the imagery came from, the idea behind it, the motivations, and then obviously what each picture means. So I just thought that that was super cool. I just also really thought that it was dope that the colors, that the pictures in the book were actually colored, because I know not many authors and illustrators color their pictures in the books, but the fact that this one was, and they're just as detailed as the cards are really cool as well. So I really like that. There are 78 cards in this deck, so let's go ahead and get into the deck itself. So pull this out the box. So this is the front of the card. Black and pink. Really cool. The texture of the card has a gloss. The card in itself really flimsy, really thin, not the absolute best quality that I've seen in a tarot deck. Even being as new to tarot that I am, this just doesn't feel like what I'm used to. So let's just quickly go through these cards. So here's the first card. You got the Princess of Pentacles. You have the Strength. This is really pretty. Like, the artistry behind this is super cool, but obviously there is just so much to attend to, or to tend to, because your mind can't focus on just one card. Or on just one thing in the card. There's so much going on. So I know upon reading reviews, a lot of people did not like that about this deck. But I mean, then you also have to think about it. This is a Bowie deck. Like, this is David Bowie. I'm sorry, David Bowie. You have to put yourself in his mind. He always had a lot going on in his mind. That was the Prince of Pentacles card. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. Like, there is just not one thing to focus on. You can't. So you have to spend time with this deck. I feel like literally spend time. I did a pull for myself with this deck, and I'll be honest, the reading was really interesting. It was not exactly what I expected, but it wasn't off the mark either. It pretty much hit the nail on the head for me. However, I will agree with what a few reviewers have said. This is the King of Pentacles, about this deck. That some of the artwork contradict the actual meaning behind the card. And if you're looking for a subtle deck, Ten of Wands, if you're looking for a subtle deck, something that's not as deep and dark, something that you don't have to just completely zone into, this is not the deck for you. This is the Chariot card. This would not be that deck. Like, you definitely have to do some studying behind this card. You have to do some connecting. You can't just pick this deck up and think you are going to just get an instant message. It's going to be clear. Or that you are just not going to have many more questions even after that pull has been drawn. This is the Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords. I mean, the work behind this The illustrations, they're just super dope. They're really nice, really cool. Three of Pentacles. This is probably by far the wildest deck that I actually own, and I'm gonna be honest, I was just really drawn. This is the Lover's card. I was really drawn to the colors. Like, the colors are just, they're so eclectic, they're so vibrant. It's so much. It's so much of it that I just absolutely love it. Ace of Pentacles. However, I do have a few, qualms about it, but I don't know. I'm working on it. I'm working with it. The Princess of Cups. Like, this this deck can go really dark, and you know what? That is just like the sheer opposite of what I'm used to. So immediately when I got this deck, I was super excited. This is the Sun card. When I got this deck, I was super excited about it, but I also I felt a really odd energy behind it. Prince of Swords. And it's so funny because I showed my mom the deck as well, and she thought the very same thing. She was like, "Whoa, I don't like this deck." But because of the theming behind it, the history behind this deck, how it got started, the storyline, and just the many different aspects behind this card, and how behind this deck, and how it became or how it came about, she felt like this could really become a collector's item. Queen of Swords. And I agree. I think I just really have to figure out how I'm going to work with this deck, if at all. King of Swords. I don't know. There's just a lot behind this. The Emperor. The Alien. I didn't understand this card at first, but like, you really have to read. You have to read the book. If you don't read this book, like, you are going to be just as lost as many of us were and are after pulling a few cards from this deck. The Hierophant. These cards are something interesting, I'm telling you. The Moon. But they are some of the coolest. Like, this is probably some of the dopest artwork that I've seen. This is the Death card. I just really wish that the cards were a lot sturdier. I did wish that these cards, I wish that it felt like this deck was made in unison. Like, you can tell that the deck was broken up into many different parts. Like, many different people worked on many different aspects of this deck. Like, it doesn't feel like it was made in unison at all. This is the Five of Pentacles cards. Sorry about that. And you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Cups card. And you have Eight of Pentacles. Again, like, the colors, everything. Prince of Cups. Really nice. Nine of Pentacles. Like, the depth that these cards go. Y'all forgive me, all the noise. I'm totally in bed. This is a very lazy walkthrough and review, so forgive me for that matter. 10 of Pentacles. Five of Cups. And you have the Six of Cups. This is a really pretty card as well. I love the graffiti. Like, they've incorporated a lot of graffiti behind these cards, and I just felt like, geez, like, I don't know, it really it really speaks to the artist in, in who you are, in you and anyone for that matter who just really, really loves art, who's really into art. It's just a super, super dope card, or super dope deck. I just can't stop saying that enough. Nine of Wands. It is, again, though, really unique. So if you aren't into like that deep, dark, you know what I'm saying, extremely vibrant type of deck, I mean, I don't know. This deck would just, it's a very this deck would be an acquired taste, is what I'll say. This is the King of Cups. Hang on. You got the Five of Wands. You have the Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. You have the Eight of Swords. You have the Four of Pentacles. This is, these cards can get really confusing. They can get really, really confusing. Four of Cups. The Hanged Man. Oh, no, that was right. You have the Three of Cups. The Wheel. Really, really nice. Give me a minute. The Empress. I don't know why I keep turning them over. I want to keep turning the cards over. The Starman. This is the face of the cover. The main the main event. Not really event, obviously, but this is the main card. This is what is depicted on the front of the book, as well as the front of the case. So super nice. I believe this is their star card, so they felt the need to include it in the deck. A lot of tarot authors and illustrators also do the same thing, so I feel like that's a super cool idea. Here you have the Ten of Cups. The Tower card. That's a really dope Tower card. Don't know what exactly is happening in it, but okay. Here's the Star card. Two of Wands. You have the Seven of Cups. Very nice. The Nine of Cups. Sacred Clown. See, it's stuff like this that makes me wonder, like, what are you talking about? Like, what is this? What's happening here? Why a clown? What's going on? Again, the graffiti work, all of that is really cool. That looks a little scary. Looks like skeleton hands up there. I don't really know what's happening. And you got the star up there. It's so much that just goes on to the, into these cards. You got to figure it out. Ten of Swords. A lot happening there. Princess of Swords. There's a lot going on in that card as well, as with all of them. Princess of Wands. Prince of Wands. Jeez. Queen of Wands. The energy, I feel like the energy that it requires of you trying to go through these cards is very demanding. Like, I feel like my energy is being stretched a little thin trying to go through these cards. King of Wands. Ace of Swords. And you got Two of Swords. Very, very demanding. Ugh, my energy. My neck is like aching me now. Three of Swords. The colors are perfect together. Like they really knew how to properly and appropriately place these colors. Like everything is so gorgeous. Like I can't say that enough. Like this deck is dope. I wanted to say this dope is deck. This deck is dope, but geez, like Four of Swords. I don't know. I don't know. This is like the first. I don't have much to say, but I have much to say. You know what I mean? This is the Judgment card. I don't know if this deck will even remain in my collection. This is the World card. Then you have the Five of Swords, Seven of Wands. Really cool depiction. Eight of Wands. There is no focus in these cards. Like, there's none. The Devil card. Okay. Three of Wands. Four of Wands. I don't know what's going on here, but okay. Definitely not sure what's happening in this, but okay. Nine of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. This is a really cool card, but you know, again, what is it trying to say? Like you have no idea. Like you can't even guess. There is no guessing. Like if this isn't an intuitive based type of deck, then by all means, I have no idea, aside from memorizing this book, how you will even begin to imagine knowing off the top of the dome what these cards really mean, like what it's trying to say, because again, the pictures contradict what is actually written in the book. And I have to attest to that because I read and I was just like, wait a minute, what are they, this said all of that, this picture shows all of that. I mean, obviously you can see what's happening in the card, but it's as though some of it's as though some of the cards speak a subtle message as written in the book, but the looking at the card itself, you don't necessarily see that. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna just stop talking about that. This is the Justice card. Sorry, y'all, had that showing for a minute, huh? This is the High Priestess. Here you have the Two of Cups. And then you have the Eight of Cups. And last, you have the Queen of Cups. So this is a really nice card. I like the colors, you know, got the whole Jamaican vibe going on almost. But yeah, those are all 78 of the cards. I'm going to attempt to shuffle these cards without necessarily bending them. I cannot say that. See what I mean? Like even trying to grip carefully, like I've already like bent just a little piece of the card via my nail. The grip of the card is it can be a little straining on the hand, but I mean it's okay. The gloss on the card, it makes it a little easier with the placement of my finger. I don't really know how everyone else may or may not feel about that, but these cards are long, so it is hard trying to keep these goddamn on cards in place. Like it's a little hard, but the shuffle is not terrible if you can actually keep your hands on the deck. It's not bad. Look at this. cards already want to flip out and whatnot. Usually I would grab those, but you know what? I have not shuffled these cards, and we're not doing it. Oh, matter of fact, those are the cards that actually don't need to be in there. So let's try another shuffle and see what we get. Jeez, these cards are they're hard to grip. These cards are really hard to grip. Ugh, they're a challenge, but not hard to shuffle. The bend on these cards are insane. Like they will bend. You look, you do too much of this and you will have a folded card. You hear me? But I'm not going to do any more in regards to this. Y'all forgive me. Let's not knock y'all over. I think we have completed our walkthrough and review mission as far as this deck is concerned. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. Thank you for rocking with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Crystal kisses and royal blessings. I'll see you in the next one.